Let's go! Welcome to Carsman 2008, and yeah, since both Thomas videos actually boomed on my channel with a couple thousand or 100 views, so for the third time I'm doing a Thomas video like that. Only this time it's different, because I'll be talking about weird Thomas and Friends errors and inconsistencies when it comes to the Thomas and Friends toy lines. Now, there are a couple toy lines that are still doing well today. Some of them still produce, some of them discontinued, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. So, on this first spot, we're going to talk about Steven, who was never once released with a detachable tender. The reason why I'm saying this because not a lot of people like this release because he doesn't have a detachable tender. Rumors actually speculate that there's supposed to be a prototype version of it that has a detachable tender, but however that doesn't actually exist. And it came out like this. Luckily, Mattel was able to fix this mistake in 2018 or 19 when they released the wood version of Steven with an actual detachable tender. Although his paint job looks a little bad, it is nice that we actually have a detachable tender Steven. In 2015, Playworld finally released Gordon for the first time in a couple years and updated him with a brand new design, entirely new CGI face, and a brand new set of side rods, which looked very, very beautiful in my opinion. But there is an inconsistency when it comes to that, because in the following year or 2017, when they finally released the Shooting Star Gordon, they actually did not give him the same side rod treatment. Instead, they actually gave him the typical normal side rods that they use on all of their engines, including a majority of the tender engines, except for Gordon. Like, I don't get why they actually did that. Maybe it's due to cost-cutting measures. But however, still to this day, the 2015 Gordon is the only engine in the entire line to actually have unique-looking side rods to this very day.
The Nia and the Elephant Pack was released in 2018. It was Nia's first release, so she was re-released countless times in the next 2 years until the infamous All Engines Go reboot. But when Metallic Nia was released in 2020 for the 75th anniversary of the Thomas franchise, a mistake was spotted on the Nia. Her buffers are completely unpainted and completely red. That is not common for a character variant to have something missing like this. Usually her normal release has her buffers painted. Why didn't Fisher-Price paint the buffers? I don't know. That's beyond my capabilities to answer that.
For the Bachmann release of Henry, it is considered the most unique model they even produced. But however, it has some errors on it. In this picture, you can clearly see that his tender is very inaccurate because of its height. That does not match the tender he has in the show at all. Although he is supposed to represent the model Henry, the green shading of it is also wrong. He is using a lime green in the Bachmann model, but in the show he uses a darker green. I don't get why. Just why did Bachmann made this Henry wrong? But however, some merchandise actually gives him an accurate color and tender height. So to me, they make this Henry obsolete.
For this final segment, we'll be talking about the 2022 Wooden Railway Revival, which you can actually see in some of those pictures. Almost all the characters actually are looking to the right, including some of their prototypes though. But there are some instances when they actually release a character that's actually looking forward, straight forward, literally. But I actually do like the fact that some of them are looking off to the right, because it actually gives some of them more character than they originally were in the original Wooden Railway line from 1992 to 2017. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button. If not, that's okay. I hope you all have a great day. Good night, fellas.